Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Racha Kwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And as always, I would like to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And I wanted to do a response video to a video that was done by the beloved brother Manak Zakba from South Carolina. As you see right here, warning, it could be something, it could be nothing. And this is also going to be a response video to a video that was done by the Apostle Gabar. It may be something, it may be nothing. October, maybe, okay, we wait and see. So, I'm going to subtitle this video, Conclusion, Be on Your Guard. And what made me title that video was basically after watching these two videos, I've noticed that the number one thing that both videos have in common is that they tell you to watch, watch. Now the scriptures say that, the prisoner hasteth that he may be loose. So, even though it may not be October 4th, or it may not be October 11th, or it may be, we know that the so-called elites are brewing something big from behind the scenes. Okay. And Apostle Gabar made a very valid point in this video. Now, as you can see, I am 14 minutes and 50 seconds into the video that I am watching on Apostle Gabar's page here. I've already saw the full video of that Manak Zakba did. So, the whole point of this video is to be on your guard because, come on, knowing the devil, he likes to do things unpredictably. Now, one reason why I strongly believe it might be on October 4th is because to the average Joe out here, to the average peon, to the average zombie, to the average person out there who do not know what's going on, they may think that it's just another broadcast. Ain't nothing going to happen. It's just another broadcast. It's just another nationwide broadcast. We have these ever so often and blase. So, even if it do happen on October 4th, that don't change the fact that many people, would still be caught off guard by it. Even if it is a small crisis, Esau can easily bump it up to a big crisis by using their media. Okay, that's how, CVID-19 became big. It became a nationwide crisis through the media because prior to that, didn't nobody know anything about a Crown Royal 19. So even if it is just a small few people, who somehow die from, the graphene being activated through the nano critters in people's body from taking the VACCINE, well, Esau can bump it up to a big crisis by using the media and mass propaganda. So we just gotta wait and see for the most part. You know, like Apostle Kabar said in his video, we just gotta wait and see. Okay, so we come over here. Let's go to Habakkuk. Let's go to Habakkuk 2, okay? Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch. You see that? I will stand upon my watch. Now, what I would like to do, let me see. Let's open up the Opera app here. Okay, I will stand upon my watch. Because what I would like to do is look up the word watch in Blue Letter Bible. So we're going to do just that. Okay. Let's type in Habakkuk. Okay. 2 verse 1. And then we're going to hit search in the KJV. And then we're going to read it. Excuse me, I just woke up. You know, it's 7:39 a.m. in the morning. You know, first thing I like to do when I wake up is watch videos. Okay, so right here you see the title, God Answers the Prophets, which we know God is just a title. The Heavenly Father has a name, and his name is not God. His name is not the Most High. His name is not Lord. His name is not Jehovah. His name is Yahweh. And his son's name is Yahweh Shai. Now, excuse me, Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. So let's look up this word watch here. Okay. So it look like it's Masharat or Masharatya, which Yah shouldn't be there. So it's Masharat, okay? So it's Masharat. Now, if you had Yah at the end of it, it would be, well, I guess you could put Yah at the end, right? If you add the Yah at the end of a Hebrew word, it makes it my plus the word that you add Yah at the end of. Like Akyah. Akyah literally means my brother. So Masharat Yah would be my watch, right? So what do you see right there? You see guard. So what is Habakkuk saying here? I will stand upon my guard. So in other words, be on your guard, because you know what? This thing might happen before October 4th. It can happen on October the 2nd. It can happen on October the 4th. It can happen on October the 1st. It can happen on September the 30th. Remember, this devil is very unpredictable. And when it comes to a snake in high grass, you have to be very attentive, because you take your eyes off the serpent for even a minute and you lose sight of it. Okay, so right here we see what? We see guard, we see charge, function, obligation, service. Okay. Now, a servant is the one who administers service. Now, are we servants of the Lord? Yes, we are. So be on your guard. Watch, okay? And for definition A, you see the word guard again. Guard, watch. house of detention and confinement. Like somebody who gets locked up in a detention center, they are under constant ward, which the word ward is another word for watch. Okay, like a mental ward. What is a mental ward? A mental ward is basically a mental watch. And what are people watching over in a mental ward? Mental patients, okay? A psych ward, is a psych watch. You're watching over psychos, okay? A prison ward or a confinement ward. A prison ward is a place where you watch over prisoners, okay? The state penitentiary, the jail systems. And you better best believe a lot of these jakes that are locked up for life in prison, you better best believe they are conducting human experimentations on these people. Okay? They're conducting human experimentations on these people. Especially the ones who are slated to get the death penalty. Okay? Yeah, they're being experimented on in these different prison systems. Okay? So, a ward tower will be what? A watchtower. You're watching. Okay? It says keeping, preserving, charge. Now, the Lord gave us a charge, right? And what is that charge? To watch. And a matter of fact, we come over here to Matthew's, right? Because this was a charge, which another word for a charge is what? A commandment. It was a commandment given by Yahushai, a charge given by Yahushai to watch as well as pray. Okay. Okay, so I'm scrolling up. Let's scroll down. So this is Matthew 26, verse 41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. You see? And what is temptation? Temptation is enticement to sin. Because we know that every single day, we know that the Illuminati, which the heads of the Illuminati are the so-called elites, they gather around in these secret quarters and they send demonic enchantments, which put spells and demons on our people, enticing them to, to sin and to do all manner of wickedness and iniquity so that they could be judged harshly by the Lord. Because in all honesty, the so-called elites, which are Edomites, and the upper echelon of the Illuminati, which are all Edomites, they want to see our nation destroyed, And a lot of our people are already being tempted to take another dose of the Taco Bell sauce. Okay? So watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Okay? So you want to be on your guard always. It says charge, injunction, office, function. Okay? So let's go back there. Okay, Habakkuk. I'll go ahead and close that out. So the Hebrew word there was masharat, which means to be on your guard. I will stand upon my watch, meaning what? Habakkuk said that he will stand upon his guard and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say to me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Now that we come over here, let's go to Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter. Okay. And I'm not, Lord's will, this is not going to be a long video. You know, this is going to be rather a quick response to a video that was done by the two beloved brothers. Lamentations, Ecclesiastes, Ezekiel 3, verse 17. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. You see that? A watchman. So if the Lord made you a watchman, you're supposed to always be watching. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. Let's go to the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 15. A watchman is always on his guard, because if he's not on his guard, how should he be a guard to everybody else that is unaware of what's going on around him? You see, Ephesians 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly. A person who is always on his guard always has his senses heightened. Okay. You know, he's always watching in a 360 circle. You know, just like whenever I'm riding my bike, just giving an example, but this is something I actually do. But when I'm riding my bike, even if I'm riding my bike up a one-way street, I'm always looking behind myself, because you never know. You know, I've seen several people literally drive up a one-way street knowing that it was a one-way street. You know, they knew they was going the wrong way, but they still decided to drive up a one-way street. And a matter of fact, I believe I was in the vehicle of somebody. Because I was getting a ride home from work. This is when I was riding at the casino. And, you know, this guy that I was with, he literally drove up a one-way street. So, you know, giving an example of being circumspect, you always want to watch your surroundings. And one way you can watch your surroundings is by always keeping your head in the news. You know, you always want to keep your head in the news. You always want to watch for, you know, guys who are in the know, who get information from other people about anything that might seem suspicious or whatnot. You know, alternative informative videos such as Dabu 7, Christopher Green, you know, and there's many more people who are popping up. You know, you've got these so-called Instagram prophets, you know, who are in the know. You know, you can watch guys like them, watching RT, you know, watching the Daily Sheeple, Blacklisted News. There's many different types. I don't need to name them all. But you see then that you walk circumspectly, even in your own surrounding areas. You know, if you notice a increased activity in police watch, SWAT trucks, tanks, you know something is up. You know, it says, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Now and again, yeah, the days are evil, you know, redeeming the time because the days are evil. And we are redeeming the time. OK, and a matter of fact, let's go to Ephesians 5 and 15 here, and let's look up that word redeem. OK. Ephesians 5, verse 15. Let's look this up. Okay. Let's look up the word redeem. But it's wise. Here we go. Redeeming. See, the Greek word there is azagarazo. I don't think they're gonna let me. Yeah, here we go.
Strong's G 1805. Exagarazo.
I don't like speaking Greek, so you heard what he said. I hate speaking Greek. But you see, what you see right here says to redeem. It says by payment of a price, to recover from the power of another, to ransom, to buy off. Now, are we bought with a price? Yes, we are. And the proof of that is, I believe, 1 Corinthians 3, verse, it could be 19. All right, we are bought with a price. So the whole purpose of the Lord waking us up to the truth is to what? To be a watchman unto the house of Israel, as we read in Ezekiel 3. Okay. Right here, verse 4 says what? Of Yahushua HaMashiach, freeing the elect from the dominion of the Mosaic law at the price of his vicarious death. Okay, which the only law that Yahushua freed us from was the law of sacrifice. You see, so, you know, Esau, being the devil that he is, he did not specify which law was done away with. Okay, it was the law of sacrifice. So we no longer will have to sacrifice doves, pigeons, turtle doves, you know, bullocks. We wouldn't have to sacrifice those things anymore for our sins. That's what prayer is for. But moving on, it says to buy up for someone, to buy up for oneself or for one's use. So we're redeeming the time, right? Which means if you're redeeming the time, it means you're buying time, you're spending time to watch for what these devils may do. Okay, to make wise and sacred use of every opportunity for doing good. And what's an example of doing good? Keeping your head in the Holy Scriptures. Always staying on your watch. You see that? It says to make wise and sacred use of every opportunity for doing good. You know, because we're still under grace. So, you know, you always want to use your grace period to do good. So that zeal and well-doing are as it were the purchase money, by which we make the time our own. Very clear. Okay. So, you know, that was a very good definition. Okay. So, what the interlinear Bibles? No, let's stick with interlinears. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and close you out. Now let's go up to, let's go to the next chapter here. Let's see if I can find it. Just one moment. Okay, here we go. Hit next right there. Let's go to Ephesians 6 in the Blue Letter Bible. Okay, And then we're going to scroll all the way down. Okay, servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh. Now, is Apostle Gabar one of our masters? The answer is yes. Okay, the Lord set him up to be heads over us. Okay, Manak Zagba would also be considered our master, one of our masters. Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ariamalab, Apostle Rakha. You see, those are our masters right there. Apostle Ariamalab, those are our masters right there. Okay. And whenever they give a decree, the scriptures say we are to obey them. Those are our leaders. Okay. A master is like another way of saying leader. Okay. Your master is your leader. Okay. So it says, servants, be obedient to them that are your masters, according to the flesh, with fear and trembling and singleness of your mind unto Yahweh Shai. Okay, what did Yahweh Shai say in the book of Matthew, the 7th chapter? Okay, keep your eyes single. Okay, our mind is constantly on what? The kingdom of heaven. Not with eye service as man pleasers, but as the servants of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, doing the will of Yahweh from the mind, with goodwill doing service as to Yahweh Shai and not to men, knowing that whatsoever good thing any man doeth, the same shall he receive of the Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, whether he be bond or free. Okay, and ye masters, do the same thing unto them, forbearing, threatening, knowing that your master also is in heaven. And our ultimate master is who? Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Neither is there respect of persons with him. So the armor of Yahweh, right? Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh. What is the armor of Yahweh? That's Yahweh Shai. Okay. Yahweh Shai is the armor of Yahweh. Okay. And a matter of fact, Yahweh Shai is the only begotten child of Yahweh. Correct. Now, when you look up the word child literally means shield. So Yahweh Shai is the shield of Yahweh. Okay. Not that I'm saying that Yahweh needs a shield. What I'm saying is that Yahweh Shai is the only begotten child, which the word child goes back to what? Son, ban, son, which ultimately your children, banyum, your sons would be what? Your shield. Okay, they would be your shield. Okay. So an armor act as a shield from what? From fatal strikes or strikes that could put you in critical condition. You see? So an armor acts as a shield. So when you're putting on the armor of Yahweh, you're putting on Yahweh Shai. And to put on Yahweh Shai is to do what? That is to walk after the ways of Yahweh Shai. You want to walk in the manner that Yahweh Shai walked in, because we know that Yahweh Shai was a righteous man. Okay. So to walk in the ways of Yahweh Shai is to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, while also remaining faithful in Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai to the best of your ability. Also, to walk in the ways of Yahweh Shai, which is to put on Yahweh Shai, is also to apply the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures to your daily life, to walk in them. Because, even though we do our best to be righteous, the scriptures also say that our righteousness, the scriptures also say, his phone had to chime in on that one. The scriptures also say that our righteousness is as filthy rags. So we apply the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures to our daily lives to be as righteous as possible. And that is all done through what? Faith. Faith and fearing Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So Romans 13, verse 14. But put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai, which is the armor of Yahweh, the son of Yahweh, the child of Yahweh, and make not provisions for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Yeah, excuse me. So Ephesians, back in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. But put on the whole armor of Yahweh, which that armor act as a shield, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Okay. Now, when you look up this word wiles, okay, let's look up wiles. Now, I've looked this up before, okay. And again, the Greek word there is methodia or methodia, but I'm gonna just play the Greek word anyway.
Strong's G 3180, methodia. Methodia.
Okay, and right here it says what? Cunning arts. Now we know that a part of the so-called white man's cunning arts, and I'm talking about the Edomites when I say the so-called white man, and that's starting with the so-called elites, trickling down to the rest of their nation of people. Okay, those are your Edomites today. And we can't forget about the chocolate-covered Edomites. I speak of the tares, the Edomites that look like Israelites, but they're really Edomites because their father's lineage goes back to Edom. But it says cunning arts, and we know that a part of the Edomites' cunning arts is what? Deception. Now, of course, they probably threw October 4th out there to throw people off. But does that mean let your guard down on October 4th? The answer is no. You want to keep your guard up because anything could happen before October 4th or even after October 4th. But we're praying and hoping that something happens. Okay? Because we know once there's a medical lockdown, ultimately, it's going to lead to the implementation of the MOTB, the mark of the beast, which is the CHIP. Okay, because this time, and this is, I speak as a man, but I believe that this time, once there is a medical lockdown, that's it. There's no going back. The way people live will be changed till the time that the nuclear war happens, which we know that during the nuclear war of World War III, America will be destroyed, along with the land of Israel, and other parts of different continents around the world will also be hit by nukes. But the point is watch out for the devil's cunning arts, which is a part of his wiles. Because he'll tell you, October 4th, there's going to be an emergency broadcast, and he might change it to October 5th. Or he might change it to October the 7th. He might change it to October the 2nd, October the 1st. So you just got to watch. It might be this month. We don't know. It could be tomorrow. But the point is that you always want to be on your watch. So it says deceit, craft, trickery. And when you trick somebody, you get them to believe something, outside of you get them to believe something in order to gain the advantage over them. That's what it means to trick somebody. Like, you ever heard the term oldest trick in the book? Like, hey, look, there's something over there. And then they turn around and look, and then, you snatch something out of their hand and then you run off. Well, trickery is when you get somebody to believe something just so you can gain the advantage over them. Like a trickster, a trickster. Somebody might attack you, but then, you might leave an after image after you jump right over their head, and then you land behind them, and then you go for a surprise kick or something and knock them out right after they attacked your after image, which was in front of them. That's trickery, or that's something that a trickster would do. You see? So trickery is when you get somebody to believe something so you can gain the advantage over them. So, we know that Esau is a high level trickster. OK, so, yeah, they like to give out dates and times. But come on, like Apostle Gabar said, when 9/11 happened, that caught many people off guard. A lot of people was not expecting 9/11. Even though he did put it in his movies, but people was not expecting 9/11, which would happen in real life, to actually be in movies. You see, it's called hidden in plain sight predictive programming, mental conditioning. So that Greek word there for wiles was methodia, which means cunning arts, deceit, craft, and trickery. So you want to put on the whole armor of Yahweh that you may be able to withstand against the craftiness, the crafty arts, the deceit, the craft, and the trickery of the devil. And who's the devil? Those are the Edomites, especially the ones that are in power. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. This is what we wrestle against, because this truth is a spiritual thing, not something that's carnal, So we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, which are demons, against powers, right? Did not that one bald-headed Edomite cracker say that, they were becoming gods? Well, the Hebrew word for powers is Elohim, which means gods, or gods literally means powers. Okay, it says against the rulers of the darkness of this world. And who are the rulers of this world? Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who are the wicked? Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call who? Edom, the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. So Edom is the wicked. And that's according to Malachi 1:4. So the Edomites are the rulers of this world. And that's starting with the so-called elites who call themselves Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPonts, all these so-called elite families. They're all Edomites. OK, these are the rulers of the darkness of this world against spiritual wickedness in high place. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, which is this truth. Now I remember watching one of Apostle Gabar's mailbags, and I remember him saying, you want to be immersed in this truth. You want to be immersed in this spiritual water, which is this truth. And who's the truth? Yahweh Shai is the truth. So you always want to keep your mind on this truth. You want to immerse yourself with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures, which is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures. That's what you want to immerse yourself in. You want to immerse yourself with this truth, which is Yahweh Shai. That way, your mind is in the Scriptures. I mean, as it is written, for if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. Okay. So you always want to, keep your mind on this truth. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, which is Yahweh Shai, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. And with that, I'm going to leave off with this scripture right here. Okay. The book of Psalms. I'll just put Psalms. Book of Psalms, chapter 91. Verse 1. Search. Okay, Psalms chapter 91, verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High. What's the secret place of the Most High? Yahweh Shai. Okay, remember, Yahweh Shai said, he is the way, he is the door. Okay. So Yahweh Shai, which is this truth, is the secret place of the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty, which the shadow of the Almighty is what? Protection, a shield, armor. Okay. So how do you dwell in the secret place of the Most High? By keeping your mind immersed in the truth, in the scriptures. Okay. I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge, my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. Okay. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence, which is the nuclear destruction. He shall cover thee with his feathers. Who are the Lord's feathers? The angels. Okay, let's get that real quick. Salak, I'm in a zone right now. Psalms chapter 34, verse 7. Or is it 35 and 7? I can't remember the exact verse. Okay, Psalms chapter 34, verse 7. The angel of the Lord. See, these are the feathers of Yahweh right here. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him. So if you fear Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, then you have an angel. You have an angel around you, which the angels travel around it, what the world calls UFOs, and delivereth them. Deliver who? The elect, because the only ones that's going to receive deliverance is the elect. So Psalms 91 and 4, he shall cover thee with his feathers, with his angels, and under his wings thou shalt thou trust. His truth. Okay. Who's the truth? Yahweh Shai is the truth. His truth, meaning who? Yahweh's son shall be thy shield and buckler. You see that? So you want to put on the whole armor of Yahweh, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay. So that you don't end up falling into the trickeries of these devils. Because, these devils, they're going to try to come at us from all angles, because their ultimate goal is really to target us, to come at us, because we have the truth. We have the truth, which is what? The light. We have the true light, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay. Which in a broader sense makes us the true Luciferians, the true Illuminati. But it says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his buckler thou shalt trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side. Up. You see, when they do decide to do that nationwide emergency broadcast, right? 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. You see that? But it shall not come nigh thee. So, hey, when Esau does do that nationwide broadcast, right? 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. So you ain't got nothing to worry about. You see? Because we did not take the serpent's bite, but the wicked did, which would be the 2/3 of our people, as well as these heathen nations. They took it. Okay. Well, a lot of the 2/3 of our people took it, and so did these heathens. Therefore, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. So when that nationwide broadcast goes out, you're going to see the reward of the wicked. They're going to get exactly what they deserve for taking the VACCINE. Right when that emergency broadcast goes off. But with that, I'm going to say shalom. It's on to the next one.